neighborhood. You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. All right, let's talk about it. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, breakdown business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It appears Alycia, the Baumgardner, undisputed reign is in jeopardy after testing positive for a drug test. This is according to Boxing Scene. Now, I put this out on my community tab earlier. I was getting something from people who I know on Reddit and other sources. They was telling me, hey, man, I think she popped dirty. All right, we got a little more information, and we have a statement from Alycia, and I'll read that after this. But basically, in a nutshell, according to Boxing Scene and other sources, she has tested positive for a drug test sample provided prior to her fight on July 15th, where she got a unanimous decision. That was a rematch where she had lost earlier against Christina, but that wasn't for a that wasn't for a title. This was for all the marbles. Now, they said the urine sample collected on July 12th came back dirty on July 21st. As a result, they reported this on August the 10th. They showed that she tested positive for, y'all give me a break on this, I'm going to say this probably wrong, mesterolone metabolite and 3-A-hydroxy 5-A androstenedione. Okay, androsterone. Basically, it was dirty. Now, this has all been reported to the sanctioning bodies. They say they still need more information to figure out what's going on. Now, this is her B sample. She has the right to get her B sample, or she can challenge the chain of custody. It remains unclear whether those steps have been taken in this instance. Nobody has responded at the time of this article, but as I said, we got a statement now from Alycia Baumgardner, and I will read that after this. Okay, that was it. Now, I'm going to let y'all know. Michaela Mayer is somewhere laughing, and her fans are like, see, I told you, you couldn't beat her, she had to cheat to beat her. Let's read the statement from Alycia Baumgardner, and then I'll give you some more of my commentary. Alycia Baumgardner said, and this was today, about 2 hours ago, she said, on August the 12th, 2023, I was informed that an A sample I provided on July 12th, 2023, so about a month prior, exactly a month prior, resulted in an adverse analytical finding of mesterolone and methanolone acetate metabolites, two substances I've never heard of or used in any way. The sample provided immediately after my fight on July 15th, 2023, tested clean and negative for all banned substances, as did my sample on the 16th, which makes the July 12th result essentially impossible. To be abundantly clear, I know that I never would, and never will take this or any other drug. Not only would doing so be unethical, but it will also be completely contrary to how I've trained my entire career. As a professional athlete, I, and I alone, am responsible for what I put in my body, and my body is a temple. I'm also a proud role model for any young woman or girl who seeks to follow in my footsteps. I take those responsibilities very seriously, which is why I know I did not and would never put these substances in my body. She said, I have a lot to say about my journey and why the very idea of me taking an illegal banned or even dangerous substance would never make sense. So I have no intention of sitting back in silence and letting this quote unquote play out. I plan to keep you all updated every step of the way as I work to ensure my reputation as a clean athlete remains intact. Now, let's unpack some of this. She said she provided a sample on the 12th that came up dirty, and she said it's no way possible. Well, she said it's essentially impossible for her to fail a drug test on the 15th and the 16th. I disagree. It's very possible. It's very possible that whatever you took, if you took something, not saying she did or didn't right now, but it's very possible it wasn't out your system on the 12th, but it was out of your system by the 15th and the 16th. I'm not convicting her of anything yet, and I ain't judging you. You ain't on trial. I'm not your judge, jury, or executioner. I'm just a YouTuber over here talking my talk. I'm a concerned fan as well, because here's the issue. This isn't the first, second, or third time something like this happened in the sport where people are getting tested, going in there and competing, and then we find out afterwards they pop dirty. This happened not too long ago with Frank Martin when he fought Michelle Ali Rivera, right? You're fighting somebody who's dirty the whole time, and you don't even know it. That needs to be fixed in the sport. There's no way we should not know if you clean or not after the fight. Like a long time after the fight, like 30 days. Also, another thing I think should change is don't just change it to a no contest. If we can prove without beyond a reasonable doubt that somebody has cheated and taken a banned substance, not only should it not be a no contest, that should be turned into a loss for them, a win for the opponent, and whatever was on the line, belts included, should go to that opponent. I think that's what should be done if people are found cheating. But this is truly unfortunate. As you know, Alycia Baumgardner is extremely popular. She had that undisputed match. She had that Michaela Mayer match, and she really got on the map to a lot of casual fans around that time. Then she went and got that undisputed. And yeah, she has a great story, man. A lot of people like her and her story, but man, oh man, this bad. This is bad. And I hope to God this is not true. But it's looking damaging. Now, is it possible that the sample was contaminated? It's possible. Is it possible that she did it? It's possible. Could have did it without her knowing. You know, a lot of times these fighters take all kind of supplements and things of that nature. But man, oh man, this is bad. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think of this story. Do you think she did it? Do we need to see the B sample checked before we can make a decision, or do you already have your mind made up that she did it? Also, let me know, what do you think should happen to athletes who pop dirty? Do y'all agree with me? Like, hey, forget a no contest. Change that to a loss for them. Change it to a win for the other person and give them the belts. If you can prove beyond a reasonable doubt they did it. What do you guys think of that? It's your man Martin Ash, Breaking Beats. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.